Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in Hanoi Old Town in Vietnam. It's actually probably my most favorite city in the entire world. And we are doing a street food tour. I am gonna show you why a street food tour is the hands down #1 tour you can do probably on the very first day you ever get to any city, and especially Old Town Hanoi. Let's go. So we literally just across the street thought we were gonna have to walk a long way to the first place. It's literally right here. Straight into why you should get a street food tour. This place has been here 70 years and it's like famous in Hanoi. Crispy fried pork, let's check it out. Be honest, if you were walking around, you had no idea what to get, it's on your first day, you'd have walked straight past here. All right, so that is tip #1. All right, you're gonna find these hidden gems. You're gonna find these places where the locals come, where the food is actually the best and probably the cheapest as well. So after the tour, you'll know where to go, you'll know what to look for. Now's a good time to tell you who we're with. We're actually on the tour today with Crossing Vietnam Tour. It's a company that's based in Old Town. It's just across the road from where it starts. I'll put a link in the description anyway. So as soon as I've convinced you, I've only given you a couple of tips so far, but as soon as I've convinced you, look in the description, book your tour. On to venue 2, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're getting some fried bread. It's called Hoi. Apparently it's super cheap. And he said, only people who really, really want fried food. And I want some fried food. We didn't even stop to eat it.
Oh, no stop.
We're already on to stop 3.
Yeah.
That was just a pit stop for a couple. One of them's for Jade. One of them's for Jade. You can see how nuts Hanoi is, especially in the Old Town. It's one of the reasons why I love it so much. But imagine trying to find all these things on your own. Like we've been here a week and I've not even heard of this. Grilled pork, everyone. Oh, it's barbecue grilled pork. Yes. You see these plastic chairs everywhere. A lot of people, when you first get here, you think, oh, there are local places, you might even feel a bit, I don't want to say intimidated, because the people aren't intimidating, but you think, oh, I'm just going to go to the nicer restaurants, go inside. When you push yourself on one of these like food tours, you go to all these places because you feel comfortable because you're with a guide. And that's when you really experience a place. Like, we've had days where we're just sipping on beers with a local. It's just the best. Do this. Joe's waiting for me to record and I just stuff my face with bread. We've been on a few of these food tours and throughout the whole time, you get food ordered, all right? If you're thirsty, tell them. They're not gonna order water for you unless you tell them, but the water is included. Just say, oh, can I have a bottle of water, and then they'll order it at the next stop. So we actually went round the other day and we just were like, oh, we didn't bring enough water. We should tell people to bring water, but actually it's all included, so just ask. Hanoi is really, really tight, okay? The spaces in the streets are like narrow as hell. And you get hassled quite a lot from all sorts of vendors, all right? And they're like, come in. It can be quite overwhelming. When you're with guides, they just leave you alone.
Sorry. Oh, what? Okay.
Even more stuff. Perfect. Bottoms up, I guess. It's so good. Arriving at a new city, especially one as big and compact as Hanoi, anywhere in the world, it's going to feel like, oh, you don't know what to do. Where do you go first? What do you do first? Like, and you can actually waste days and you haven't really seen anything. Obviously, you could book yourself onto a walking tour, and I think that's a great idea, by the way. But we like to incorporate the walking tour with food because we love food. So if you love food, you might as well do a walking food tour because it's like best of both worlds. Best of both worlds.
Why you make me money?
I didn't know it was dessert time.
Okay. Yes.
Dessert time, guys.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes.
Yes. This is stop number 4. As you already know, it's the dessert stop, so I'm pretty buzzing. But just to tell you about how much walking we do, I reckon so far we've been going for about 2 hours and we've been walking for about 40, 45 minutes of that. So it's less than half the time that you'll be walking, but it's still a good amount of walking. When are you ever going to order 3 individual desserts? Like these tours, you can just try everything, find out what you like, and then after that, order that every single day if you want.
Sticky yogurt. Sticky rice yogurt. Oh, you eat it with ice.
Which one do you eat with ice?
The thing is, you put ice into the dessert to reduce the sweetness. Right, and
Okay.
increase the cooler.
Desserts also came with like a big bowl of ice. And if you weren't with guides, what do you do? Why is there a big bowl of ice? This actually happens quite often in Hanoi with different foods. It comes in all different sorts of like bowls. The guides actually teach you how you're supposed to eat something. So you're supposed to take the ice, dunk it in here. Oh God. Oh good. So you actually learn how to eat the food so you don't look like so much of a scrub when everybody else is eating it properly and you just don't have a clue what to do. So many of these places in Hanoi have all their menus in Vietnamese. So if you don't know the food you want in Vietnamese, then you're just going to go a place where it's all in English, and those places are usually double, triple as expensive. Coming on one of these tours, they tell you everything you have in Vietnamese so you can remember, and then there's signs everywhere, and suddenly the next day you're walking around and you see the signs everywhere and you just immediately remember what you like, so it just opens up the entire city. Vietnamese tacos. Right after dessert, we're going straight for some Vietnamese tacos. These Vietnamese tacos, actually in Vietnamese they're called ban xiao. This is the first thing that we've had today that we also had in the cooking class yesterday. Up until this point, it's been completely different. Right? So even if you come in the morning with one of these food tours, all of the food's going to be different because they have different times of the day where they serve different things. So all of these food tours, I mean, I'd go as far as to say is do both of the ones we've been on because they've been completely different experiences, haven't they? Like you can almost guarantee a completely new food experience and things you've probably never even tried before. Egg coffee, guys. But look where we are. You're going down some tiny little hallway. You wouldn't come into places like this. This is what I was saying earlier. These secret little places are actually like world famous to the Vietnamese people. We're still going. Last stop, egg coffee. A little bit of a twist because there's some rum in there, but can't say no to that. Oh, so good. And that is the end of the food tour, guys. Finishing with a rum coffee, brilliant way to end. And you're probably wondering, is it worth the money? That's the most pressing question. Absolutely. I mean, let's start by saying that half the money you put in goes towards the food anyway. All of that goes towards the food. So for a guide and the sheer quantity of food you get, like seriously, don't eat before you come out. And all the reasons I've given you in this video, it's more than worth it. I mean, we've done 2, but it is absolutely more than worth it. So I highly recommend you check out the description in the link below. We've also written a full article about all the tours and everything that you fully expect on one of these tours. And the link to that is in the article as well. Also, if you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.